Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve another SQL problem from LeetCode website, and the name of this problem is confirmation rate. And today is our day 60 of 100 days of SQL challenge, where I will be solving one question each day. And I hope you guys are also solving one question with me to practice SQL. And we are doing SQL 50 series, and this is a medium level problem. So let us read the problem and try to solve this. So I have this signups table where I have two columns, that is user ID and timestamp. User ID is of the data type integer, timestamp is of the data type date time. User ID is the column of unique values for this table. This means that this user ID column will only have the unique values. Each row of this table contains information about the sign up time for the user with ID user ID. So for example, they have given us the table as well. So this signups table, each row indicates the user ID and the sign up time when he basically do the sign up. All right. Then we have another table, that is confirmations table, where we have three columns, that is user ID, timestamp and action. User ID is of the data type integer, timestamp is of the data type date time, and action is of the data type enum. User ID and timestamp is the primary key combination of columns with unique values for this table. So this means that the user ID and the timestamp, the combination of these two columns will be unique values, and it cannot be null as well, right? User ID is a foreign key reference column to the sign up table. So this user ID is the foreign key for this signups table. Action is an enum category of the type confirmed or timeout. So basically in action column, the only values that can be present is either it can be confirmed or it can be timeout. Each row of this table indicates that the user with ID user ID requested a confirmation message at timestamp, and that confirmation message was either confirmed or expired. Without confirming, that is basically a timeout. Okay, so for example, here in the confirmations table, each row indicates the user ID, timestamp and the action. Okay, so for example, this user ID basically 3 has requested a confirmation message 2 times, and both of the time the action was timeout. Okay, now for example, this user ID, that is 7, he requested a confirmation message 3 times, and every time the action was confirmed. For example, this user ID 2, he requested 2 confirmation messages request, and one was confirmed and one was timeout. Okay. Now the confirmation rate of a user is the number of confirmed messages divided by the total number of requested confirmation messages. Okay, so what is confirmation rate? It is the number of confirmed messages divided by the total number of requested confirmation messages. For example, this user ID 2 requested 2 confirmation messages and only one was confirmed, so it will be 1 by 2. For example, this user ID 7, he requested 3 confirmation messages and every message was confirmed, so it will be 3 by 3, that is 1. I hope you understand. Now the confirmation rate of a user that did not request any confirmation message is 0. Round the confirmation rate to 2 decimal places. So for example, this user ID, that is 6, he does not requested any confirmation message because in confirmation table we don't have user ID 6, right? So for him the confirmation rate will be 0, and after finding the confirmation rate for each user I have to round that to 2 decimal places as well. Write a solution to find the confirmation rate of each user. So basically in the output I need the confirmation rate for each user. All right. Return the result table in any order, so we don't have to do order by. The result format is in the following example. So this is the input and this is the output that I want. Okay, I hope you understand the question, and now let me try to solve this. Now this user ID and timestamp can be taken from this sign up table, but to get the action it can be taken from the confirmations table. So basically I have to join these two tables on the basis of common column. So user ID is the common column between these two tables. So I will join on the condition that signup.user_id is equals to confirmations.user_id, right? And now the question is what type of join should I use? So basically there can be a thing that some user requested a confirmation message and some user did not requested a confirmation message. So for example 3, 7 and 2 requested a confirmation message and 6 does not request any confirmation message. So basically I need everything from this table, basically that is my left table, and the user who requested a confirmation message. So basically I want the common column and the everything from the left table. So basically I have to join on left join, right? So let's try to do this. So what I will say that from, so it's a good practice to write the keywords in the capital letters, however it is not mandatory. So from this table, let me give alias as I will do left join this confirmations table as C, on which condition that the user ID should be same. So s dot user ID should be equals to c dot user ID. All right, now we have joined these two tables. Now to retrieve the column we have to use the select. Okay, so select, and now let me say I want user ID from this s table, then I want timestamp from this s table, and I want action from this c table. So c dot this. I hope you understand, and let me run this code. Okay, so this is the output that I am getting. Now what I need, so for example this user ID 3. Okay, so basically if I do the count of user ID group by user ID, I can get the total number of people who requested a confirmation message. Okay, that is not a problem. Now to find out the number of people whose message got confirmed, I can use the case statement. I can say that case when action is equals to timeout then 0, and when action is equals to confirmed it is 1, right? So for example here if I say user ID 2, if I do the count of user ID 2 it will be 2, and here the for confirmed it is 1, and for timeout it will be 0. So I can use the sum here and the sum will be 1, so I can say 1 by 2 it will be 0.5. I hope you understand. So I can use the case statement. So I can say case when this action is equals to confirmed action, so action is equals to confirmed. Let me copy this. action is equals to confirmed, then 1, else 0 and AND. Alright, so let me run and show you. Okay, so now for timeout it is 0 and for confirmed it is 1. So now it is very simple. Now I have to do the sum of this column, right, and group by user ID, and count this user ID column and group by user ID. Okay, so and now I don't need any all these columns. I only need this column and the user ID. So let me remove everything. So I don't need everything now. I only need these two columns, and I have to do the count. So this, and when I'm doing count, it will return the total number of people who requested a confirmation message, right? And when I do the sum of this column, I will get the number of people whose request was the action was confirmed, right? And when you are doing aggregation, and the remaining column you have to use it in the group by. So I have to say group by this. All right, and now let me run this. Incorrect syntax near the keyword case. Okay, so basically I didn't use the comma here, and let me run this. Okay, so this is the output that I am getting. Now I only have to find out the confirmation rate. So I have to, this I have to divide by this. So basically let me take this and this divide. Okay, and now let me run this. Okay, so this is the output that I am getting. Why? The output that should be is this. So for 2 it is 0, but for 2 we should be getting 0.5. Why I am getting 0? Because when I am doing 1 by 2, it is the value should be 0.5, but in this SQL server, if I'm dividing integer by integer, the answer will be integer. So 0.5 will be 0. So that's why I'm getting here 0. So how I can tackle this problem? I can say 1.0 into this, and now it will be good. Okay, so now as you can see, now it is coming at 0.5. Now we have to also alias this as this column as a confirmation rate. So I can say that as this confirmation rate, right? And let me just put here. Okay, all right, and yeah, so we are good to go. And one thing also, we need to round this confirmation rate to 2 decimal places. So here I have to say to 2 decimal places. All right, and now let me run this. Yeah, so it got accepted, and now let me just quickly submit the code as well. Yeah, so it gets submitted as well. And guys, if you are liking my videos, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment as well. And please practice one SQL question to master the SQL, right? And thank you so much for watching this video.